Honestly, for me, the most fun in my business is looking up new ingredients and learning how they are used to make interesting and useful products. But if you're like me, then finding a reputable, stateside supplier seems to be more and more difficult as of late. The number of bath and body creators has skyrocketed over the past 3 years, and many companies are capitalizing on this run for supplies and expanding their offerings to aid product creators from the product creation stage with fragrances and other raw ingredients and bases to bottling with a variety and range of packaging designs. But still, it seems the number of these suppliers seems to be shrinking. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. Hey there, peace and blessings. Is it just me, or have you noticed how small, independent suppliers are disappearing? I like to have some variety in where I shop for my business supplies. I like to spread out some of my purchases over several vendors to give my products individuality among other makers who shop with the same vendors. Shopping with smaller but reputable vendors also tends to give better shipping times and just more variety in selection. I'm not talking about a company buying other brands to expand their brand into new markets. I'm referring to companies simply absorbing small competition into one big mega company. It started back in 2020 when I received the email that one of my favorite suppliers, Rustic Essentials, was being bought out by Wholesale Supplies Plus, which I'll probably refer to as WSP from now on. Then, January of this year, I realized just how many smaller suppliers are being absorbed when I was searching for fragrance suppliers for my Scent of the Month posts over on Patreon. When browsing, I noticed how 2 of the company's websites were structured exactly like Wholesale Supplies Plus, or WSP, and used the exact same icons, menu categories, etc. I searched the sites, but there was no mention of WSP having ownership. But it was evident they were running the site. So WSP already had their own wholesale company, Crafter's Choice, which is a separate website. They bought out Rustic Essentials and its partner site, lipbalmtubes.com. The other 2 companies I found out were Elements Bath & Body and Just Scent. Alright, this is editing Andrea. So, made a discovery. So when you go onto Wholesale Supplies Plus website and you scroll down, and again we see the different icons they use. You come down here and you see how the other sites have a very similar setup. Go to Our Story. And when you scroll down to the timeline, I came across some very interesting information here as well. So you see that they got started in 1999. You see that they have their Crafter's Choice brand was started in 2001. They come down, you see where they have, let's see, here, 2020, Rustic Essentials was acquired by Wholesale Supplies Plus. Same year, Elements Bath & Body was acquired, Just Scent was acquired, Chemistry Connection and Make Your Own Buzz are acquired by WSP. And what I find most interesting was in 2022, Indie Made Brands LLC is formed by the sale here in 2021 to include the family of brands WSP, Nature's Garden, and the Flaming Candle Company. I had no idea that all of these brands are now owned by a single parent company. Wow. And now back to the video, which since their buyout have been running on their own individual websites. But recently, WSP has begun merging all the other products onto their main website. So yes, those who shop WSP will now have a larger selection of ingredients, bases, and containers to shop from. But those who enjoyed the quicker shipping times and more options when mixing and matching vendors for unique scents, colors, and product bases will lose that option. Also, when I know I can find pretty much everything I need in one place, I'm usually less likely to shop other places to try to save money on shipping or even the hassle of spreading my needs over multiple transactions. Yet, I love having multiple vendors to shop when specific items are out of stock. In the comments, tell me what you think about the disappearance of smaller vendors and the effects you think it might have on the bath and body community as a whole. Perhaps you feel it may be easier to have a more centralized place to shop for supplies, and this move may actually make it easier for small businesses to find more variety when customizing their brand. Do you know of other companies buying out smaller businesses? Take a second and tell me about it below. And while you're leaving your comment, I'd like to make 3 important announcements for M&F. First, I want to announce some changes to the channel. I was really debating whether I should run all of my business tips related content on a second channel or here on the main channel. After even more thought and the challenge of trying to run multiple channels, business and life of my own, I've decided to keep everything here at the Myrrh and FrankinSCENTS channel, and I'll eventually do something else with Andrea Marah TV. I'd love to hear your ideas, so please subscribe over there as well. Over the next few weeks, I will be re-uploading a lot of content from AMTV back over here, so please play and share those videos as they come out. Second, I am also announcing the start of the Andrea Marah Business Network. These are other home-based small businesses that are sponsoring this channel so I can continue creating content. I am honored to introduce our partners. Baraka's Belizean Cuisine. We cook so you don't have to. Andrea's Teacher Creations. Resources for differentiated elementary education for public and homeschool use. Shemai Book Company. Keep the feasts. And lastly, The Good Baking Co. LLC. Always fresh, always quality, always good. All contact details are available on my website, mnfcents.com. Just scroll down to the bottom of the homepage to be directed, or click the link at the top. If you would also like to support this channel, consider becoming a patron or purchasing items made on my live streams. Lastly, on the topic of live streams, I want to get back into doing the live streams. I have so many ideas and themes I've been working on the last 2 years, so I'm working on getting that back up and running as well. I really appreciate you sticking around this long to hear about how M&F plans to grow and thrive on all of our platforms. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in for new episodes of my podcast and other videos with tips and strategies to start your own soap and cosmetics business from home. Link in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe before you go. With that, I'm Andrea Marah. It's really good to be back. Peace and blessings, and stay sensational.